before I do that, I just want to make this clear. I would like to remind people, or tell some of you for the first time, that I'm not really a movie reviewer. I'm a bullshit attacker. Meaning that when I see someone or a bunch of people making absolutely no sense whatsoever, I let you know the best way that I can. Especially when you try to spread that bullshit through a whole big group of people that don't really know anything about the topic that you're bullshitting about, because now you are creating a negative opinion group of people just because you decided to be a dick about something and make absolutely no sense whatsoever. Fuck you people! Reviews for a movie do absolutely nothing except just have a bunch of people sitting there saying like blah 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 blah, it was good, it was bad, it was blah blah blah, I'll give it 4 stars. Fucking pointless ranking. Pointless. I hate that shit. The real thing that I'm set out to do here is to try to get you people to start thinking for yourselves a whole lot more than you already do, because most of the time you don't. Every time that I hear something negative about a movie, 90% of the time it's something that just doesn't make any sense, that I can backfire on. Even if it's a movie that I really don't like too. But the shit that you come up with is just like, why did you say that? It's absolutely pathetic. That being said, let's take a look at Cloverfield and all the stupid shit that it got. Some people say it was sleeping in the ocean outside of Coney Island and then a meteor came down and it woke it up. Some people say it wasn't a meteor, it was a satellite. Other people say it was an egg at the end and that it came down and the water made it grow into a huge monster. But the real answer is this. It's called a Toraglassin monster from the planet Rasmor, and the creatures on that planet hate Earth. So they shot a giant cannonball at Earth and it didn't do anything. So then they magically teleported a Toraglassin monster right into the center of New York. And right before they teleported him, they kicked it right in the nuts. And that really pissed it off. And that's why it started attacking the city, because it got kicked in the nuts and it made it really mad. So there you go. Is the fucking movie better now? Well, this is why. These creatures are actually called Friggle Knobs. When a Friggle Knob bites you, it injects a mineral called explodium, and that travels through your blood system, and it attaches itself to your brain cells. And then when enough of them gather in your brain cells, as we all know your brain can produce electricity, your head will explode. And that's what happens. So, take note to all you people, if you ever get bitten by a Friggle Knob, don't think. Which is what you all should have been doing. Because again, is the fucking movie better now? Fuck! Someone gets bit by a completely 100% unknown creature. They could turn into a goddamn washing machine. You don't fucking know. What the fuck did you want them to do? Just stop everything and then bump into some scientist that happens to know everything and then he explains everything for you? Fuck God, you people suck! I know, right? I actually agree with all of you. I mean, the monster took out the Brooklyn Bridge. Everybody knows the only way for the army to get into Manhattan is through the Brooklyn Bridge. That's the only way, and the monster took it out. So how do they do it? I mean, don't start being dumb and saying, oh, they used the 5 other bridges to get there. No, the army doesn't do other bridges. And you're even more stupid if you start saying, oh, they flew them in. No, the army doesn't fly their troops anywhere. Everybody knows that. Or they shipped them in. No, the army does not put their troops on boats so that they can go fight a monster somewhere. That's not what they do. Or the actual fact that the 69th Regiment and State Army is already there! What's the point in having everything explained to you? How does that make a movie better? Seriously. You go and you bitch about all these flaws, about like how that wouldn't actually happen in real life, but for some reason you think that a scene in there where people start explaining shit to you, that would happen. They're just running along and then all of a sudden a guy pops out of nowhere. I know everything about everything that nobody else knows about. Yeah, that wouldn't have been a flaw. And the movie would have been great then, right? Shut up! Oh no, it's giving me motion sickness because the camera's going all over the place. Oh no, I'm getting motion sickness. Even though I'm not suffering from any of the effects of motion sickness, I just like saying motion sickness. None of you retards can tell me that you didn't see the trailer first. You knew it was gonna look like that! And even if you're like one of the 3 freaking people in the entire country that didn't see the trailer, but went to go see the movie anyway because they thought, ooh, Cloverfield, that sounds fun and interesting, let's go. They had it written very clearly, may cause some dizziness, or some shit like that, okay? They told you, and you went anyway. And I'm seriously making a list of you freaking pathetic retards that keep on saying they're copying the Blair Witch Project. 1, you're a fucking idiot. 2, 3 kids getting lost in the goddamn woods somewhere, being haunted by some kind of ghost lady or whatever, has nothing to do with a big-ass monster attacking Manhattan. Nothing. 3, the Blair Witch Project is not the first goddamn movie to use handheld footage. 4, you sound like a freaking retarded homo when you call it shaky camera. It's handheld, okay? Shaky cam. What the fuck is that? 5, the Blair Witch was 10 years ago. You haven't noticed any movie since then that uses handheld footage? Any? It's not only the found footage documented type movies that they use handheld footage anyway. They use it in war movies all the time now. They use it in pretty much every single action movie. Anytime that something can, at the very least, be called exciting, they're doing handheld, okay? So don't fucking tell me that Cloverfield, the Blair Witch Project, gave you motion sickness, but Saving Private Ryan, Lord of the Rings, Braveheart, any of those movies didn't. Because you're fucking lying! The even more stupid thing about you people in the goddamn camera issue is that when you talk about it as a bad thing, you make it seem like nothing else happened in the movie. It was literally a guy going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, for an hour and a half. That means you didn't see a monster, you didn't see any characters, you didn't see any plot whatsoever. You saw nothing but a guy going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That's all you saw. Okay, well then you know what? Stop watching movies, let alone stop giving your goddamn opinion on it, because apparently you only pay attention for 3 fucking minutes. The girl's head exploding is a ripoff from the scene of Aliens when the alien busts out of the guy's stomach. A girl gets bit by some kind of critter-looking thing, and then her head blows up. It's the same exact thing as a guy getting a little freaking cloth thing attached to his face while it implants a seed into his belly, and then a couple days later, a little tiny alien busts out of his stomach. It's the same exact thing. The Cloverfield monster itself is a ripoff from a monster from the Final Fantasy series known as Sin. By the way, very original name, Sin. You fucking anime faggots do this shit all the time. Oh, they're copying that show Kuzukimo, the Destroyer. Goddamn anime bullshit. It's the same shit all the time. Same fucking faces with different hairstyles or some shit. And this Sin character you're talking about, it looks nothing like the Cloverfield monster. Nothing! You know, I think how that whole stupid argument started was because some freaking nerdy douchebag decided to take a picture of Sin and then say, this is what the Cloverfield monster looks like. This was before the movie was out because everybody was freaking jumping around going, what's it look like? I don't know what it looks like. I want to know everything right now. And then everybody saw that picture and said, oh my god, that's Sin from Final Fantasy. That's Sin. They copied him. And despite the fact that you went and saw the movie anyway and saw that it looked absolutely nothing like Sin at all, you still want to be freaking nerdy douchebags and go, no, they still copied him. They still copied him. I think that makes me feel special because nobody else knows that because I'm a Final Fantasy fan. Yay, me. My favorite one. Cloverfield is a complete ripoff of Godzilla!